This week on Outdoor Bound TV, we make a return trip to Woozy Lake, Manitoba with Outdoor Bound TV pros Brian, Anna, and Lee. Now we're going to be putting walleyes topside using glow baits in low light. Now once full darkness is upon us, we shift gears to target one of the most overlooked, underrated, and delicious fish in these northern waters. That's right, we're going to be targeting the burbot. Take a look at that.
Big brookie on a ripping rod. Another nice crappie.
Oh yeah, look at that. There we go.
Hey, that's a nice surprise.
Look at this perch. Wow, yours could eat mine for breakfast.
Outdoor Bound TV is brought to you by Ice Force by Rapala and Strike Master.
Hey everybody, we are back in northern Manitoba fishing with Brian Bogdan and staying at Wekusko Falls Lodge. And tonight is my favorite night. We are after big burbot through the ice. Right now the walleyes are coming in, we're just getting set up, and as the lake is a little bit lower, we're thinking that these big burbots are gonna come rolling through. And so I'm hooking up right now with a VMC rattle spoon and gonna call those big fish in, so get ready. Yes. I just put on the VMC rattling spoon and look at that, the walleyes just love it. So I am just tipping my VMC rattle spoon with a dead minnow because there's no live bait here in Manitoba. And I've pinched the barbs down on my spoon and I see walleye on the screen and he's right on the bottom. These fish have been feeding super aggressive. And what I've been kind of doing is I've been kind of just giving them an aggressive presentation and changing up my cadence, and it's paid off because they end up just chasing me up the column. And this looks like a bigger mark than what I've seen since just a few last minutes that we've been here. So let's see if I can't get him to bite me here. Here he comes. Oh, he's thinking about it. It's interesting, kind of as the light of the day has been coming down, you know, we're really relying on things that are gonna call fish in. So any of these rattle spoons are just fantastic for really letting the fish know our presence. And then they're also glow on top of it. So I've just been using the light right here on my lithium Markham shuttle, and I've just been able to glow these spoons right up, and it just calls these big fish in. All right, I think this guy's gonna commit. Come on, he's thinking about it.
I've got an ultra rip and wrap on right now, and it's starting to get dark, as you can probably tell. And this time of night, I like something either that glows or that rattles. Oh, there's one coming in. Come on. There he is. So if I can get something that glows or rattles, that's my go-to bait, especially as you get to these low light hours. These low light feeding fish like these walleyes, I'm telling you, they'll react to it every time. There we go. Come on. Look at that fish. Oh, he is angry. Look at that. You can see that ultra rip and wrap, those rattle balls in there. I tell you what, it calls them in. There was nothing on the graph when I dropped that in. And all of a sudden they came running. Incredible northern Manitoba walleye. Look at them all flared out like that. I love it. All right, we're gonna get them back in. And as we're getting dark here, see if we can get some of these big girls on the ice. All right, barbless hooks here in Manitoba, right out. We'll get this guy back into the water. Oh, looks like Anna's got something going on over at her hole.
So I just caught another nice walleye on the VMC rattle spoon, and I can see about 4 more walleye on the bottom of my screen. So I'm gonna throw this guy back and get some of these other guys and rattle them in. Back, I can see all those other fish waiting for me down there. Woo! So I'm using some salted dead minnows here on the end of my rattle spoon. So I am just gonna hook this right under the mouth, up through the skull. And usually that keeps it on there. And I've been jigging really aggressively and just really giving my line some nice heavy rips. And I've been noticing too, I'm using kind of a bigger spoon. I mark some smaller marks, and it's the bigger ones kind of weeding out some of these smaller fish and getting these larger ones more to commit. And already there's fish all over my screen. It didn't take more than 2 seconds. I just dropped down, first drop. I tell you, these walleye just love that sound. Look at that, another perfect Manitoba walleye. Just absolutely perfect. Top of that lip hook, and he is not happy that he's hooked up. So just picture perfect health. Ooh, let himself go.
There we go. He was there. She was there. Man, these things are on, man.
Yeah. DMC rattle spoons, I tell you.
Like, no hesitation. There you go. Another nice eater. Beauty. Just, like, doesn't get any better than that. There you go.
So there's so many things to love about this lithium shuttle I have on the bottom. I mark them here, but my favorite feature of it is that it has this light on it. I fish a lot at night, and you know, just having that added visibility when you're unhooking a fish and glowing up a jig, it just has the perfect versatility with that. And not only that, I've had this unit running for 2 full days and I have not had to charge it yet, and I'm still at 50% battery. So the lithium shuttle is just a game changer when it comes to your electronics. Oh, hook up. Hooked up. That's a great shot too, to be able to see it on the Markham. Got it up the hole. There we go.
So, oh my goodness, I'm marking a fish. I can't believe it. And I got him. And I got him. And this feels very Borbot-ish. Feels very, 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 very Borbot-ish. And it's a walleye. Oh, nighttime walleyes in the snow. And he inhaled, this is a 1/4 ounce VMC rattle spoon. This isn't even the small little ones that guys are accustomed to fishing for walleye. And you want to talk about how much these fish are eating that? That is well in there. Don't try this at home. Beautiful. Beautiful northern Manitoba golden walleye. Flared out, all angry, posed up. A lot of fun. Can't stress it enough. So many people don't really think about fishing at night because sometimes it's not productive, but if you spend enough time on the water, you can find out that night fishing can produce for you. Let's get this guy back. There he goes. So what I have here is I've got a Venom float charger. It's a UV charger, so it's actually a purple light that comes in there, and it charges your glow-in-the-dark hooks so much faster, and it's a different spectrum that the UV light shows. So you can see that it's not glowing very much. And look at how much that's glowing more. It's just absolutely incredible. I'm hoping to get into some really big burbot here. So if you don't have glow when you're burbot fishing, you're not going to do near as successful. That is an absolute must. It's a mandatory thing burbot fishing is having glow. So just like that, and now we're just going to tip it with the minnow. Oh, the guy still got a minnow on it from the last guy. And I'm going to put an extra piece just in case. We've got lots of minnows here, so I want to make sure that if I lose one piece, I've got another one on there. Deploy the hook, deploy the flasher, and hopefully catch a fish of a lifetime.
Outdoor Bound TV is brought to you by Otter and PK Lures.
Well, looks like we still got some walleyes in the neighborhood, so it's all right. We'll take it. Well, we're all set up here tonight to do a burbot episode. That's right, we're going to be catching eel pout here in Manitoba. Now, over the years, we've heard a lot of people comment about eel pout, that they're a scrap fish or they're an undesirable fish. But I tell you what, we've had an opportunity to fish eel pout, and they are a ton of fun, and they are night bite fish. So we're all set up here in northern Manitoba. We've got the lights out. It's about 11 o'clock at night, and we've got glow baits on. In fact, we're using just regular BMC and rattle spoons, and see if we can pull some of these lawyers, burbot, eel pout, whatever you want to call them, topside.
Look at the little bird.
Oh, a little slimer,
That's
but
all
it's a
right.
start.
It is a start.
I'll take it.
Absolutely, good job.
Thanks.
You need help with that hook? You think you got it? Just in the corner of the mouth there.
I
Be able
think
to
you-
pop that
yeah,
out.
you can pop it out. Boy, they just clamp right down
They
on it
do,
too,
yeah.
don't they?
And it'll wrap around your arm.
Ugh, yeah, it really is. It is like a snake fish. Look at that.
All
he's,
right.
He's laying flat for us.
Yeah, can you believe
Not
it?
trying to squirrel around my arm.
Absolutely.
All right.
Okay, well, it's a good thing to come.
Hey,
It's a good
that's a
sign.
good sign.
That's a good
they're
sign.
in the area.
Yeah, it's still a little early, maybe 10 minutes early, so as long as they keep getting bigger, we're gonna slam them.
Love it.
Awesome, good job.
Love it. Thanks for getting us on them. All right, send your big friends.
Got one down there, Lee?
I did. Oh yeah, he's still there.
Still there. Just didn't want to come up and play. Come on. You talk really nice to them, they'll usually come up.
Here, fishy, fishy,
There you
fishy.
go.
Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Come on. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
I mean, give you a hand there.
Little head shakes.
No, I will resist telling you I told you so about talking to the fish.
Oh!
Oh, did you lose him?
Yep. Sometimes you think you just gotta sweet talk them a little bit.
All right.
Feels about to be the same size as that last one. Oh, maybe not. Oh, am I dragging a little more? Could be that classic.
Pouty.
Oh,
It's a pouty.
it's a pouty, all right.
Pouty, a little
See,
better.
it's a little better pouty.
There we go. Nice
Oh,
work.
squirming
Nice
it
work. Yeah.
There's really no good way of holding them, right?
There really isn't.
They're just gonna squirm to their own beat here. So
Absolutely. Cool.
definitely the snake of the bottom.
You
there.
betcha.
So, all right, there's another one for us.
Come on.
Oh, did he attack that? Thank you very much.
There he is. They always
Typical
come,
burbot
yeah,
coming
come
up
tail
backwards.
up.
Look at that.
There we go.
Look at that. There we go. Isn't that something?
Oh.
Look at that. He came right up tail first.
Tail
right up
first.
typical burbot. Look at that.
Got a quiet corner though, Lee, so I'll take any action
Yeah.
over here. But the Anna and Kurt show.
Yeah. Maybe they just it's going around in circles like a burbot.
Oh, Wally.
Is it really?
Wally. Consolation prize. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, shoot.
Oh,
Oh, well. Fish is a fish.
and it's been a fun day though,
Absolutely.
because we caught a pile of these.
You,
as the sun was going down.
You know what? We're pretty spoiled. Complaining about catching walleye all night. But it is what it is.
A lot of fun.
Awesome.
A lot of
Alrighty.
fun.
Good job.
There he is. There's his head.
There's his head. There's his tail at the same time.
Thank you for
I'm the professional lipper of the burbot by now. Good job.
Oh, this has been an absolute blast.
Yeah, it's been a blast watching you catch all these too.
Sorry, I'll
That's
try
okay.
to save the rest of you.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Sometimes it's tough to get these fish off the bottom. The burbot were just kind of right down along the mud, and you try to pull them up like you would a traditional walleye or something like that. They don't always respond. But one thing I've noticed is that if you don't get them on the first round, a lot of times just hang in there and they'll come back, and you can usually get them on the second or third time around.
Looks like a decent fish.
What's up, Borbot?
Burbotski! Yeah! Finally on the board! Woo! That's what you're waiting for all night. Just that yell. Come on!
They're coming in late tonight.
Very much later than they're supposed to, but you hang on. You know, it's one of these things, it's a camaraderie fish, I call it. Ice fishing is just always about hanging out with friends, you know, doing what you love together, and this is just adds to the hours that people can target species. You know, when most people are sleeping, we're out here chasing these greasy things, so it's always a lot of fun. And you know, they just a species that doesn't get enough credit for the amount that extra stuff you can target. So it's time to get this boy back. See you later, buddy. Thanks for the fun times.
Then it was all.
There we go. I knew I was gonna hit it. I don't know, this might be a walleye.
What have you got going on over here?
It hit like a walleye.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. It looks a lot like a burbot.
Pothole. Oh, the lure just flew right out of there.
Whoa, slippery bugger, come on.
That is nice that you can lip them like a, almost like a bass. So,
It's like a piece of sandpaper in there.
just gotta wrangle them somehow. So, well, not the biggest of the night, but boy, they are just zooming up off the bottom. And
You know, at the risk of getting in trouble, you have been the burbot queen tonight. I will do that.
I know I might get beat up around here if I catch any more.
Great job.
Have to get
Lee's hooked up down
Lee's
there.
hooked up.
Might be a little better fish.
A little better fish.
And he's coming up, and it's a Burbotski. With his mouth open. Ooh, that's the hooks right there. That VMC looks sharp, so I'm gonna go with the gill. There you go, buddy. We just said it was your turn.
Finally on the board.
I'll give you that. Oh, you got him? Yeah. Good job, Lee.
Finally got one. Right, back you go. You swim over by Kurt.
That one looks better.
That one does
That
look better.
looks better.
That mark kind of came out of nowhere. It might have been the one that was kind of eyeing Kurt's over there.
Maybe.
I tightened my drag a tiny bit, but just circling the hole.
Burbot. It's a nice burb.
Is it?
Yep. Here it comes, right? Even.
Flip him in there. Come on, buddy.
There you go.
Oh, that is a nicer one.
Yeah, good job.
There we go. Oh, he's crunching down on my finger. He's not happy about that. I just glowed my bait too, and it obviously did the trick.
Glowing baits. It's all about the glow.
Yeah,
It's all about the burbot glow.
they
Awesome.
sure like it. Brian, thank you so much for getting us on these awesome fish. This has just been a heck of a night, and
Well, good job on connecting on so many of them.
well,
So
hey, you put us on them, so
sounds good.
let's get this one back down. Oh, crunching my finger. Good thing there's no big teeth in there. See you later, big guy.
On
Thank you.
fire. That's all I can say is you are definitely on fire.
Oh, it's been fun.
Outdoor Bound TV is brought to you by Venom Outdoors and Vulture Systems.
I knew he's gonna crush it. All of a sudden, that was a big dark worm.
You called it, didn't you?
Well,
You knew what was
I
going
don't
on
know.
right
It
away.
felt kind of big by the way it first bit, but
Pumping a little bit there.
pumping a little bit. We just chummed up the hole.
Yeah,
Just,
that's right.
It was kind of effective. I don't know. This might be a bigger fish. By the way it's sounding,
Kind of taking a little bit of drag.
it's taking a little bit.
Well, you called it. I heard you say that you had a fish starting to look. So
He's coming up. Come on, be a big butt. Oh,
he's
come
moving
on.
water.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
moving water.
Oh,
Grab it.
look at
There you go.
a little bit bigger than the last
there
one.
you
Not
go.
quite.
Look at that.
There we go.
Nice
All
fish.
right.
Very nice fish.
We got another burbot on the board. That's why I keep accidentally calling burbot, but
How much fun is this though? I mean, what is it? Midnight, 12:30 in the morning. We got great weather out here. It's spring of the year, mid-April. It's gorgeous.
there's nothing else I would rather stay up this late for.
What a ton of fun.
Oh,
Hey everyone, we hope that you'll join us again here next week when we'll bring you more great hunting and fishing action from around the U.S., around Canada, and around the world, right here on Outdoor Bound TV. Great fish.
Thanks.
As soon as you said rolling, he disappeared.
No, come back, come back.
Come on, just eat it. Ogden's rule, if they don't bite, blow it up. Don't you know? Don't you know?
Darn it.
Oh, don't go back down. That's not where the party's at. It's a lot of walleyes tonight.
That's a lot of walleyes.
Outdoor Bound TV is brought to you by Cold Nation Outdoors and Acme Tackle.